Hey, Sasha, how's it going?
Who's this?
Oh, come on, did you forget? It's me, Chelsea.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Wow, seriously? I reach out after so long, and this is the cold response I get?
It's been 12 years since I moved out, I guess.
Yep, you should be happier. I mean, your beautiful, adorable little sister is reaching out to you. That alone should bring you to tears. I don't really get why you're acting all distant with me.
You don't think there's a reason for that?
Nope, not at all.
Uh-huh. Well, it's good to know that after almost 12 years of not hearing from you, nothing has changed.
Of course not. Can't you tell how amazing I am, even through just a text?
Yeah, your overblown ego seems to have gotten even worse.
Excuse me?
You've always been like this, though. Ever since we were kids, you thought you were the center of the universe. I remember in kindergarten, you say, "I'm everyone's princess," every day and act like that at home, too. And at the running race, you just walked up to the starting line even though it wasn't your turn, and said, "If I run, we'll win." No one even asked you to.
Well, I was the fastest. Everyone probably wanted me to run, right?
No, pretty sure they were more annoyed than anything. And at the school play, even though you weren't the lead, you just walked up to the front and started waving like, "Everyone, look at me." Remember that?
It's crazy they didn't pick me for the lead. I was the most stunning one on stage. Just because some girl was a little better at acting, she got the part, even though she wasn't as petty as me. And who wants to watch some boring lead actress when I'm there? So naturally, I stepped up and waved to the crowd to make them happy. I've always had a generous spirit, haven't I?
Yeah, well, no one really appreciated that. Didn't you notice that everyone was seriously weirded out by you? You've never cared how people reacted to you. You always believed you were the star of the show.
Because I am the most dazzling one, so what's the problem?
Yeah, sure. Alright, I'm done here. I've got work to get back to.
Oh, hold on. I haven't even gotten to the point yet.
There's more?
I'm getting married.
Oh yeah? Well, congratulations. I assume I'm not invited to the wedding, right?
Wow, you catch on quick, don't you?
Didn't think I'd be invited from the start.
So I guess I don't need to tell you the time or place, huh?
Doesn't matter.
Are you sure about that?
If you want to tell me, go ahead. Either way, I'm not coming.
That's kind of a vague response, but okay. Just know your lack of interest might lead to some regrets later.
How so? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Even if I were invited, I wouldn't go, so no worries.
Got it. I'm really looking forward to the big day.
Yeah. Be happy somewhere out of my sight, please.
Oh, you'll notice me. When you're as gorgeous and eye-catching as I am, you can't be ignored.
By the way.
What?
What do you even look like again?
Huh?
I mean, I remember you being obnoxiously self-absorbed and bothering everyone, but for some reason I just can't recall your face.
What?
Honestly, I might not recognize you if I saw you now. Your face is so different from mine, and there's really nothing that stands out in my memory. It's been 12 years after all. My memory's fading.
Hold on. Forgetting your own sister's face is awful.
It's not my fault. I just can't remember.
There's no way you forgot someone as beautiful as me.
It looks like getting all hysterical when someone mentions your face hasn't changed.
What did you say?
Oops, I've got some work to do.
Wait! I'm not done talking yet.
Well, I'm out of time. My break's over and I've got a meeting now. Bye!
Hey, Sasha, did you see the pictures I sent you? Come on, tell me what you think. Sasha! Oh, I get it. You're ignoring me because you're jealous of how gorgeous I look, right? My wedding dress is stunning, isn't it? It's custom made. It fits my body perfectly. Like it was designed for a model. Every pose I struck looked like it belonged on a magazine cover. I felt like a princess looking at myself in the mirror. Seriously, reply already. I know you're jealous, But all you have to do is say, "You look beautiful," and it'll be fine, right? By the way, something even more amazing is about to happen. You better be ready because you're going to be floored. Oh, poor you. You're probably crying your eyes out right now.
What are you talking about?
Pretending not to know? You're too funny.
No, seriously, I have no idea what you mean.
How does it feel to have your fiancé stolen on the morning of your wedding? But you never thought I would be the one to steal him, huh?
Wait, what? Oh, today's your wedding day?
You're so clueless.
So who exactly stole what now?
I'm saying I stole your fiancé. When I texted you the first time after 12 years, he was already mine. When I heard you were getting married, I thought there was no way my ugly older sister would get married before gorgeous me. So I made sure to take him away.
Okay. Which fiancé are we talking about?
What do you mean, which? Stop playing dumb. It's Tate, obviously.
Wait, Tate?
Yep, I stormed into the groom's room in my wedding dress this morning and told him I wanted to marry him, so forget the other woman and make me his bride. Let me tell you, it was too easy. Men really are weak when it comes to beautiful women. All it took was some flirty eyes and he was putty in my hands. So there we were, me in my wedding dress, him in his tux, in the groom's room. We stripped off everything and pledged our love. Too bad for you, Sasha. I stole your fiancé and your bride's title.
Now that you mention it. Are you talking about Tate, my ex from 5 years ago?
Wait, what? Ex?
Yeah, he's my ex.
From 5 years ago?
Yeah. Back then I got transferred for work and we had to do long distance for about half a year. That's when we slowly started drifting apart. At first, we stayed in touch regularly, texting and calling to reassure each other. But as time went on, the distance made it harder to find time to talk, and our conversations became less meaningful. With the time difference and long-distance misunderstandings piling up, our emotional distance just kept growing. At first, we'd plan visits and trips, but eventually, even those plans faded away. We were both busy, and I was especially swamped with work. Then one day, he told me he had feelings for someone else. I figured it couldn't be helped and broke things off.
Wait. Hold on a sec. I always thought you guys were still together.
Well, after 5 years, there's a good chance we'd have broken up, right? And we did. It was tough at the time, but I've moved on now. Looking back, I think it was a natural end to things.
But I thought an ugly woman like you would cling to the first guy she miraculously got and never let him go.
Wow, that's quite the assumption.
Is it?
So, based on what you just said, you've basically stolen him from his actual fiancée and crashed the wedding, right? The bride probably has no idea this is happening and is getting ready as we speak.
Oh no, I didn't think about that.
Whoops, looks like you've really messed up.
Why are you acting like this isn't your problem?
Well, it's not.
Come on!
You got yourself into this, so you need to figure it out yourself.
I don't know. What am I supposed to do?
Not my problem. I got a date with my boyfriend now.
A date? You have a boyfriend?
Bye!
This is the worst. This is all your fault.
You again, Chelsea? What now?
Tate's fiancé is demanding I pay her compensation.
Well, that's no surprise.
You need to pay it for me.
Why me?
Because it's your fault for breaking up with him.
I can break up with whoever I want. That's none of your business.
You should have told me when you did.
I didn't owe you that kind of information.
I only work part-time, so I don't have the money. You've got a good paying full-time job, right? Pay for your cute little sister.
I've never thought you were cute. Why don't you ask Mom and Dad? They've always spoiled you, treating you like the cutest thing in the world. I'm sure they'll help.
I can't rely on them.
Why not?
They kicked me out.
Seriously?
Yeah, it turns out Tate's fiancée is the daughter of Dad's boss. Now Dad's about to lose his face at work and he's furious at me. Huh. Is that all you've got to say? And this all started because you broke up with Tate. You owe me the compensation money.
What about Tate? Can't he help cover it? I thought you decided to marry him.
I broke up with him. Actually, we weren't even dating in the first place.
Oh.
He said he just got carried away in the moment and gave in to temptation. And somehow I'm the one getting blamed for it. He even yelled at me saying I ruined his future happiness.
Seems like both of you are a mess.
So I'm a victim too. That means you need to pay the compensation for me.
Not my problem. Goodbye.
Wait! Serves you right. I can just picture your face now crying out of jealousy. But you know when ugly people cry, they just look even worse. It's honestly unbearable to look at it.
Excuse me?
This time I really stole your fiancé. It's been a few months since everything happened and it was super hard for me. But I finally figured out who your real fiancé is. And guess what? I've successfully stolen him this time.
Huh?
Remember when you said you were going on a date with your boyfriend? I couldn't believe an ugly girl like you had a boyfriend. Let alone the future CEO. I don't know how you managed to snag such a high-profile guy, but he's way too good for you. So naturally, I stepped in and took him for myself. Thanks to that, I can now easily pay off the compensation Tate's ex-fiancé demanded from me. A future CEO. Thanks, Sasha.
Seriously? What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, don't pretend you don't get it. Today really is the day. It's your wedding, isn't it?
Huh?
You're not worthy of marrying the CEO's son. So the beautiful bride will be me instead.
Chelsea? What nonsense are you spouting this time?
Nonsense? Want to know the identity of your groom?
What groom? Never mind, just tell me his name like the last time.
It's Nathan.
Nathan? Is it Nathan Clark?
Of course! This time it's my victory. Feels like I've won it all.
This Nathan Clark you're talking about? He's actually the future CEO of a company that does business with the one I work for.
Oh, you work for his client company?
Yes, we've had a long-standing relationship. Since I moved to my current department, we've collaborated on several joint projects. We've had many opportunities to meet, mainly for large international trade contracts and discussions about securing new business partners. He's young but extremely capable, and he's fantastic at leading his team and managing projects. We trust him as a business partner. There was even a time when we were negotiating a major contract, and both of us had to push hard for our respective companies' interests. It was a tough negotiation.
I see.
He may seem friendly and easygoing, but when it comes to business, he's sharp and strict. After that negotiation, we built a strong sense of mutual trust, which led to more deals between our companies. I haven't seen him much since I transferred, but during a 3-week business trip to his city, we met up a few times and even had dinner together.
A business trip?
Yeah. Remember when I told you about the transfer that caused the long-distance relationship with Tate? That transfer was actually to an overseas branch.
Overseas?
Yep. Occasionally I come back for business trips to the headquarters or other branches in the US. When I had dinner with Nathan, it was strictly business.
Wait a sec. So, all that stuff you were talking about with projects and meetings, you're saying it's just work between you guys?
Exactly. Now that I think about it, during that trip, I stayed near my old apartment. Did you happen to see us together and then jump to the conclusion I figured out my sister's boyfriend?
Wait, no way. Could it be? Am I wrong again?
Yep, totally wrong. Also, I've been in a relationship with a local guy for the past 2 years, and we got married 2 months ago.
Holy cow!
Yep, an international marriage. He only invited his family and some friends I've made here to the wedding.
You didn't tell me anything.
Well, I'm telling you now.
That's just after the fact.
Listen, do you really think I'm obligated to report every detail of my life to you or our parents? After being treated like an outsider in the family, constantly compared to you, do you really think I owe anyone an update?
You don't have to say it like that.
It's not about how I say it, it's the truth. Ever since we were kids, Mom and Dad always praised you, saying how cute and smart you were, right?
Well, it's not my fault. I'm 100 times cuter and smarter than you.
But even for siblings, that kind of favoritism was pretty extreme. They always compared me to you in everything. Chelsea is the better one, they say. At school events, they'd go all out taking pictures of you. But during my moments, they wouldn't even bother to watch. Even birthdays, they'd go all out for you, while mine were barely acknowledged.
Was it really like that?
You probably don't remember, but I'll never forget. When you were in high school, they paid for an expensive private tutor and did everything to make sure you got into college. But when it was me, they left me alone and told me to figure it out on my own. I was kicked out as soon as I graduated high school. I'll never forget the smug look on your face when that happened.
With you gone, they could spend all their money on me.
Even though you were always skipping school and barely studying, they paid for you to go to a private university. Meanwhile, I went to a public college, paying for it myself with scholarships and part-time jobs while living alone. Somehow I've managed to get by these last 12 years with help from the people around me. But honestly, I never thought I'd still have to deal with you obsessing over my life like this.
I just couldn't stand the idea of you being happier than me. An ugly sister unloved by our parents should always be more miserable than me, and constantly suffering.
So that's why you tried to steal my fiancé. But you've made a huge mistake, twice now, by getting all excited over nothing and targeting the wrong guy both times.
Shut up! It's your fault for being so misleading. That's why I thought he was your fiancé. Whatever. Once I marry Nathan, my future will be secure.
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Because he's supposed to marry the current CEO's daughter.
What?
Yeah, he's next in line because he's marrying the CEO's daughter. But now, thanks to your little stunt, the wedding is probably off. And he's looking at being demoted. Or worse, fired.
Oh my gosh! What do you mean?
I don't know what to tell you. Just like with Tate, you've done this to yourself, so you'll have to figure it out on your own. That's all I can say.
No way! This is the same as last time. Am I getting hit by compensation again?
Maybe it's time you get a real job.
No way! I can't pay it all by myself. Please, Sasha, help me! Please, Sasha!
And so, Chelsea ended up getting hit with another compensation claim. It's pretty unbelievable that she'd make the same mistake twice after failing so badly the first time. She must be incredibly foolish. Apparently, word of her mess reached our parents, who suddenly flipped and said they wanted to get along with me again. It's obvious they're only crawling back because they can't rely on Chelsea to take care of them in their old age. So I blocked them immediately. In the end, Chelsea had to borrow money from multiple places to pay off the compensation. Now, rumor has it, she's working in an industry I'd rather not even mention, just to pay off her debts. And she's completely worn out, both physically and mentally. Honestly, it's her own fault. I no longer consider her or my parents as part of my family. From here on out, I'm going to focus on building a happy life with my loving husband.
Hi, Eleanor. I noticed something, but you must receive welfare, right, Eleanor?
Huh? What is this suddenly? I don't receive welfare. I know that there are people who receive welfare because they can't make a living without it, but we don't meet those requirements.
That must mean you're receiving it illegally.
No, it means that there's no need for us to receive welfare. Don't bend my own words, please.
But you're a single mother no matter how you look at it. right, Eleanor? And you're not working no matter how you look at it as well. But you still manage to make a living, which must mean that you're receiving welfare.
I already told you this several times, right? I have a husband and he has a job, so we have no problem supporting ourselves.
But I haven't seen your husband even once in the last 3 months since I moved here.
He's been on a business assignment for a year and he's going to be returning soon.
There's no use lying like that. I'll find out immediately.
Please don't make me repeat myself. Can you not understand what I'm telling you?
I told you, I understand that you're receiving welfare.
No!
No need to get mad.
If you really have no intention of understanding, then please don't contact me anymore. I'm not going to deal with you any more than I have to as well from now on.
Huh?
I still have household chores to do, so goodbye.
Hi, Eleanor. I just arrived at the station.
Welcome home, Christopher. I can't believe that your one-year assignment is finally over.
Yep, it's finally over. Thanks for taking care of the house while I was gone.
No problem. Oh, you're going to be visiting your parents' house first, right?
Yep. It's on the way to our house, so I can't really just pass it by. And I want to visit my father's grave as well.
By the way, I invited your mother to dinner today.
Oh. Is that so?
It's your mother we're talking about, so she's probably going to make you go home quickly to see your wife and children, which is why I invited her to dinner.
I understand. Got it. So, I should bring Mom with me, right?
Yep, thanks.
Hi, Eleanor. Sorry, but could you come pick me up at the north exit of F Station?
What? F Station is the station nearest your office, right? What happened?
Well, you see, ever since I went to work on the day after coming home from my assignment, I've been being followed by a strange woman.
Huh? Seriously?
Well, at first I thought it was just a coincidence or that I might just be imagining things, but at first I just saw her in the station or in the train, but today she was waiting for me in front of my office.
What?
I go to the station nearest our house, the station by bicycle, so I think she doesn't know where we live yet, but I walk from F Station to my office, and I think that's when she must have followed me. I was stalked just back then from the office to F Station. For some reason, I think she was trying to hug me.
Huh?
That's when I panicked and fled into the men's bathroom near the north exit stairs and...
It isn't someone from your company, right?
It probably isn't. Almost all the women who enter our office wear suits or casual office clothes, but this woman wears clothing that's extremely revealing and wears extremely heavy makeup. No woman from our company dresses like that to work. It's probably meant as some sort of fashion. It makes her stand out in a bad way. I think she's probably in her late 30s.
Just listening to your description gives me the shivers.
Looking at her is worse.
All right, I'll come pick you up. I'll have to give our children to your mother, so it might take a while.
It's all right. I can wait. I'll call Mom about it as well.
Yep, thanks. Wait for me there.
Eleanor, could you come out of your house for a second?
Huh?
I'm waiting at the park near your house.
What is it, Emma? I told you I didn't want to have to deal with you any more than I have to.
Just come out, will you? There's something very important that I want to tell you.
Fine, I'll come and meet you.
Don't run away! I chased you to your house, but you drove away by car.
My cheeks started swelling because you punched me, so my husband is driving me to the clinic.
What? The clinic? Your husband?
Goodbye.
What are you saying? You're a single mother, right? Hi, Eleanor. You should have returned home from the clinic by now, right? then it's time for you to explain.
That's what I wanted to tell you. Just what do you think you're doing? As soon as you saw me, you punched me in the face. I don't remember doing anything to deserve that.
Stay away from my boyfriend. Get away from him now, you slut!
Your boyfriend? I'm not seeing any men except my husband.
Stop lying. Your life is so full of lies. You lie that you have a husband even though you're a single mother, and you won't admit that you're receiving welfare. Not only that, but now you're trying to steal my boyfriend. What do you mean you're not seeing any men except your husband?
I'm trying to ask you who this boyfriend of yours you're talking about is.
He's my boyfriend.
I'm asking for his name.
His name is Mr. Neal.
What?
It was 1 week ago. He picked up the handkerchief that I dropped on the stairs at the station. The moment he handed me the handkerchief, we fell in love. And in the one until yesterday, the two of us have been meeting on his way to and from work and went on multiple dates in the train. The two of us got to know each other during this time, and I thought that today I would wait in front of his office and spend the night with him at a hotel. I even got all dressed up, but then he became shy and fled, so I chased him to the station. I was waiting for him in front of the men's bathroom when you came in your car and drove him away.
Where did you hear the name Neal?
I followed him home on the day we met, and I read it on the nameplate in front of his house. You see, whenever I try to ask him for his contact information, he gets shy and tries to escape. Without thinking, I parted the crowd and followed him.
Is it the case that the day this man picked up your handkerchief for you, was it last week Monday?
Oh, so he told you about me? If that's the case, then keep your hands off him.
But your boyfriend is my husband.
Huh?
That day when you followed my husband and arrived at a house that wasn't our house, but his mother's house that he just happened to stop by. That's where you saw the name Neal, right? On the nameplate in front of her house? Did you forget that my last name is also Neal?
Huh? But that's just a coincidence.
According to my mother-in-law, who's been living here for a long time, there are only 2 houses with the name Neal written on them around here. Her own house and ours, where me and my husband and our children live.
What? No way! But you're a single mother that receives welfare.
I already told you again and again that none of what you're saying is true. The day you said my husband picked up your handkerchief for you was the day my husband got home from his assignment abroad.
What? It can't be true. He's my boyfriend.
Then can you say his full name?
What?
His last name is Neal. Can you tell me his first name? If you say that he's really your boyfriend, then you must have his contact information, right? It's a day off for my husband today and he's sitting right next to me. Why don't you try contacting him?
What? He's next to you.
Yep. It looks like you didn't notice, but the person who drove me to the hospital after I came home with my cheek swelling was my husband.
What?
That means that he now knows that his wife was punched by the woman who's been stalking him for the past week.
No way!
He says he's not going to forgive you for this.
Why? The passion the two of us nurtured for each other this past week.
I have the perfect words for you right now. Do you want to hear them?
What is it?
You're delusional, Emma.
What?
I'm filing a police report.
Huh? Hold on!
Don't bother us ever again. Hey, Christopher. I know you're probably on your lunch break, but I'll give you a brief explanation of the situation.
Oh, what's up?
Emma's husband came to apologize earlier.
What? Her husband?
Just to be safe, I talked to him through the intercom, but we got divorced today. I took custody of the children and we're going to be moving to where I'm currently based, at a prefecture. Sorry for all the trouble we caused you, he said.
That woman had a husband?
Yep, I was surprised as well. He said he was on assignment abroad until recently, just like you.
Is that so? Does that mean that she didn't believe what you said and called you a single mother who was receiving welfare, even though she was in the exact same situation as you?
According to the other mothers, she would always complain that it's so unfair she's a single mother and yet unemployed. It seems that would help out at a store an acquaintance of hers owned a few times a week.
So she was jealous that she was working and yet you weren't.
It seems so.
She didn't know that you were actually an artist that made $40,000 a year, though.
I know if some of my friends find out, they'll ask me to make things for them at a cheaper price or even for free, so I'll make sure not to tell anyone.
Well, anyways, we're not going to take down the police report, right?
Yep, I don't think she's going to be sent to prison, but luckily we're going to be moving with your mother to your new place of assignment.
Let's prepare so that we can move as soon as possible.
Got it.
Oh, looks like my lunch break is going to be over. See you.
Yep, take care. A few days later, two people who called themselves Emma's grandparents came to apologize. Apparently, Emma's parents had disappeared for some reason, so her grandparents were going to take responsibility for Emma. But I was a bit worried of handing over that monster to this old couple, but it seems that the two have some sort of connection, and they were going to send Emma to some workplace to pay off the loan she had to take to pay off the alimony she had to pay me. At least, that was the plan. It seems that her delusional disorder wasn't just going to go away that easily, and once again, she started stalking a man at her workplace that she took a fancy of. She was fired from work and was once again forced to pay an alimony. Apparently, she went into huge debt after that, and no one's seen her since.